lost already. What's going on? So we went ahead and knocked out a couple of yards this morning. I only had like, what, 4? Powwow, come here. Come here, 4 or 5. And then I told Powwow, I said, hey, Powwow, what it do? A lot of you will remember him. Some of you may not. If the ones that don't know him, you will meet him right now. And some of you who know him, you'll recognize him. Where's that ninja moves, man? You still got that ninja in you, don't you?
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Come on, do a kick, do a kick. What's going on, buddy? Well, I appreciate your help today. Yes, thank you for helping me. So what I was saying, ninjas, is when we finished those 4 yards that I had left over from yesterday, I really needed all these shrubs trimmed again. So I was like, hey, why don't you just knock these out, these big ones, and there's 2 other ones over there on the other side of the house. And I said, just blow everything off into the yard because I'm getting ready to mow the grass and he's getting ready to go home. So my front yard needs it, but my backyard doesn't need to be mowed. Why is that? Why is that?
Oh, we got a little robot back there.
We got a little robot. That's a ninja robot.
Big one.
There he is right over there, ninjas. I'll get a little close up of it, but it's the new auto mower by Husqvarna. So anyway, I just wanted to say thanks to Powwow, what it do. He said he wants to, you know, maybe help me once, what, every Saturday, whenever you can, of course. You know, maybe some weekends you might want a day off, but I told him he's more than welcome to. And so yeah, but we're going to talk about a couple other things, and hopefully I'm going to, after I mow my front yard, do a little bit of maintenance stuff, and that's it. But you, sir, thank you for your help. Enjoy your weekend.
Sure, I appreciate you.
And we'll see you around.
All right, peace out.
Anything you want to say to ninjas? Where you been? What you been up to?
Mowing, cutting grass.
Mowing.
That's it.
You run into anybody that the ninjas might know?
Sassy.
Sassy? Whoa, you ran into Sassy?
Oh, yeah.
No way.
At the gas station. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You said he spoke highly of me.
Yeah, spoke very highly of me.
Did he really?
Unlike most YouTubers.
Unlike
Unlike most YouTubers. Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for that. That means a lot. So he spoke highly of me. He was like, you know, Nick's a good guy.
Exactly.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Who else? Anybody else that you may have ran around?
That's about it, I believe.
Nobody else that the YouTubers might know? The ninjas?
No.
Nobody that has worked for me before?
Not that I can think of. No.
He said, huh? Buddy?
I haven't seen him.
You haven't seen Buddy the Elf?
No, not in a while.
When was the last time you seen Buddy the Elf?
Probably about 6 months ago.
Oh, okay. Y'all remember Buddy the Elf, don't you, ninjas? Yeah, you
wore
do.
his safety glasses up here when he's...
Yeah. The one that liked to fight all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was like, he would lose his phone down there, and then we'd run it over, and he'd be like, yeah. No, I know. I know. I'm just kidding. All right. We'll see you here shortly. And again, thank you, my friend.
You're welcome, man.
Maybe we'll see you again next weekend.
Oh, yeah, man. I'll be here, dude.
All right.
I appreciate you, man.
All right.
All right. Peace out, ninjas.
Okay, ninjas. Well, I didn't get a chance to do any maintenance work, but got everything cleared out. All the big shrubbery is trimmed. Big shout out and thanks again to Powwow, what I do, for hanging out with me today and taking care of these shrubs and blowing everything off. But since I didn't get a chance to do much of any kind of maintenance stuff today, hopefully I'll get a chance to do that tomorrow. Dust. I wanted to go ahead and finish this video with concluding it with my little buddy over here. Where's he hiding at? Buddy, where are you? There he is. So a lot of you may know what this is, but for those of you who don't, this is the Husqvarna auto mower. And so basically what it is a robotic mower. The thing about this mower is you don't want to put this thing when the grass is overgrown. You want to cut the grass to the height that you want and then just let this thing go. And this little guy is gonna keep it at that height, whatever you adjust it with or to. And so you're probably wondering, Nick, how? See, how does it stop? How come it's not running into things? Blah, 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 blah. So first of all, you've got the app, okay? And as you can see right now, it says mowing. And it will not hit anything whatsoever. and it's very quiet. It can run up to 12 hours a day, every day. Okay? And so what it is, you can hit the map and it'll show you exactly where it's at. You can do settings. So you see there's the timer. You've got cut height right there. You can adjust it. Installation, accessories. Here's the timer. So I've got it set every day from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. The reason I'm letting it run a little bit longer tonight, just because I did an override of the timer, just so I can make this video for you guys. Okay, so basically, a couple of questions you guys are probably right off the bat gonna have is, well, Nick, how does it know not to bump into things? So basically what it has is there's an installation all the way around the whole property, all right, of underground wire. And it's basically the easiest way to explain it to you. It's basically the same as like an invisible fence for dogs that a lot of homeowners have. So you can put it in the ground all the way around each building, whatever you may have that's in your backyard or your front yard. And so wherever that line is, that's basically the perimeter. It's letting it know that that's the line and you do not want to cross over that. So like for example, boom, it stops. Okay. Very quiet, and it keeps the grass at that height at all times. And when it gets low on battery, it will know its way where the charging port is. It's going to go to the charging port, or some people call it home, and it will charge up. Once it charges up, it comes back out and it goes again. It can mow in rain, it can mow in snow, it can mow in a perfectly hot day. It doesn't really matter, right? Nothing affects it. Now there are different styles, but this one right here I believe is the 430X, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 430X. So another question that a lot of people may have is, can it be stolen? Well, anything can be stolen if someone really tries to, regardless of what you may have or not, right? But one of the things about these is if you can see right here, alarm security. If this thing gets picked up off the ground right now, it will make the most excruciating sound, like crazy loud, okay? So that's number one. Number two, if it ever gets picked up, not only will it make the sound, but if you actually take it out of this property where it's programmed and navigated to be in this backyard, it becomes a brick, a block. It's junk, because there's a safety pin code that you have to have for it to run. You basically can't even sell it. You can't use it. It's garbage. But even better than that, wherever it goes, so if somebody was to come snatch it and take it, guess what? We know where it's at. I love it. So we know where it's at exactly. You can't take it where I will not know where it's at, because it's got a GPS programmed in there and also in my phone. So the only thing you could do if anybody was to take it, throw it away. That's it. Anyway, Husqvarna sent me this, and I want to give a big shout out to the dealer that connected me with another individual from Husqvarna as far as getting somebody out here for installing it. And they finally came out here last Saturday. It's been mowing ever since, and it's been doing fine. Let me go ahead and show you the big port that where the charging port is, and that's what they call it, its home. And this is the port, so that's where it rolls on over in there and charges up when it's down low in battery. Now that's completely something different. That's actually the wire that I had when we had the invisible fence when we had the dog. But that's it. And you can obviously put this port wherever if you need to move it. Just have an extension cord, and this is a good spot for it. I like it because it's one less thing for me to do. I don't have to mow the backyard. Now of course you still got to do your trimming. This is where we do the big bonfire. And so any kind of obstacles, like for example, like this fire pit, you put the wire in the ground all the way around and it will not run in there. As far as blades sharpening or blades changing, on the conservative side, I was told you can go up to 3 months on it. Probably don't want to go that long, but I say anywhere between 2 to 3 months. Not sure if you can sharpen them, but I know you can replace them, and they're not really expensive. I think 3 blades or 6 blades is like 10-20 bucks, so it's not a big deal. So anyway, big shout out to Bonnie at Ringgold Power Sports. I will have her link. She is the owner. I will have her link down in the description. She's the one that really kind of got the ball rolling on this, because I've had this thing sent to me and it's just been sitting. And when I finally got in touch with Husqvarna, I told them, hey, I've had this thing for a while. I really want to go ahead and hook it up. What do I need to do? They did tell me, since I've had it for a while sitting, that we had to update all the firmware, adware, spyware, whatever, you know, the computer. And so I got in touch with Bonnie. I went actually down to their dealership. She is a Husqvarna rep dealer. And so she kept it for me. They did whatever they needed to do to update it. She got in contact with the Husqvarna people, finally found somebody come out here and install it. And so far, I mean, guys, look at it. It's stayed this way ever since I got that thing hooked up and started mowing. Now I did today finish. It's one of the reasons why I didn't get a chance to do any of the maintenance that I would have liked to, because I ended up mowing my front yard and then I had to do all the trimming in the back and in the front and blow off all the dry. So it took some time. Plus it was really, really hot. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do some of the maintenance stuff tomorrow. But yeah, but my point is, look how it's stayed. Now, I mean, we've had a bit of a drought, so to say, so we haven't had nothing crazy of rain, but the front yard was crazy tall. So the whole point of an auto mower, in my opinion, is you cut your yard to the height that you want it. The auto mower keeps it on that height, so it continues to cut it on that height, so your yard will always stay on that height, whatever it is. Now this particular one only goes up to a certain height because it is the older model, but the newer model, from what I'm being told, has adjustments where you can go up to a higher level of cutting it. So number one question that most people are going to ask is this going to take away our business or our jobs? And the answer is no, I don't think it will. Here's the thing. One of the things that you can do with this auto mower, dust, is you can, I feel like there's always something on the lens. Okay, much better. You can go ahead and offer it to your customers, and you can say, hey, would you like a weekly or a bi-weekly schedule mowing from me, or would you like to have the auto mower installed? So you can actually upsell this. And if they say, well, what's the auto mower? And you can explain to them exactly what I just told you. We can cut your first time your yard to the height that you like, and then we can go ahead and install the auto mower, and they can purchase it. They can actually finance the auto mower, and you can set the auto mower up where it cuts it for them at all times. Now you're probably wondering, well, how is that going to not affect my job? Well, you can still schedule with your customer where you can come out weekly or bi-weekly and do all the trimming and blowing off. Okay. Also, not to mention, you can, let's say you upsell 5 or 10 of these to your customers, and now they're mowing at all times. You can have all 5, 10 of them just an example, you could have 100 of them. You can have them connected to your phone. So if, for example, one of them ever has an issue, stops working, you will know it on your phone before your customer even notices. So in your package, you can include, we'll come out here every week or every other week to do the trimming and blowing off for this price. And then, you know, include any kind of services that you might have to come out and replace a part, or maybe change blades every month or two, probably every two, and things like that. So here you have yards now that are being maintained at all times, and all you're doing is coming out, trimming and blowing off, and then you can upcharge for a small fee for maintenance, right? Changing blades and things of that nature, making sure everything is functioning right and connecting, but you see all the activity on your phone. I don't know about you ninjas, but I like that. I think we still get to charge for a fee that we would normally charge, right, to come out, trim and blow, 30, 40 bucks, whatever, depending on the size of the yard. But at the same time, the yard stays mowed. And then you get to charge a little bit of a fee for maintenance. I don't know. Let me know what you think on that. Is that something that you guys, you know, would be interested in? Is that something that you guys think is beneficial? I kind of, as of right now, the more I'm still learning about it as I'm going, I'm doing a little bit of research, and I am talking to Husqvarna and getting a lot of input, you know, intel from them. And I don't know, so far I like it. So we'll see how it does. I will keep you up to date. I'll probably show it to you like maybe once a month or something. Just kind of bring you up to date and keep you informed of how it's doing. I don't know about you ninjas, but I wouldn't mind just driving around doing a little trimming and blowing off at all these properties and watching my auto mowers just mow. I don't know. It's just something to think about. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is really worth it, or do you guys think this is the wrong way about it as far as moving forward in this industry and what we might expect with all these battery powered stuff? Obviously this is battery powered and whatnot. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. I hope that helps some of you. If you had some of you who have been aware of this and maybe you had some questions, and if I'm forgetting about anything, feel free to ask me down at the comment section, and if I know the answer, I'll answer it, and if I don't, I'm happy to ask Husqvarna about it and find out for you, no problem. Oh, and one last thing, headlights. So it does have headlights, and you can adjust it off your phone, where you can have them running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? Day and night. Or you can have them adjusted where they're just on during the evening and nights. So I currently have it adjusted where it runs during the evening and nights, and then the headlights stay turned off during the day. There's no reason to have them on during the day. See? Boom, stops. It's pretty cool. I like it. I honestly just like it that I don't have to mow the backyard. And I think Husqvarna was telling me maybe they'll send me the new unit for the front yard, which is the new upgraded unit where you can adjust the height to a higher level. And the reason for that, I didn't want to put this in the front, is I like my grass cut on a higher level in the front. I don't really care for the back. I like the back to be a lot shorter, just because Baby Ninja likes to come out here and play, and we don't really want the grass to be kind of tall. And anytime you have taller grass, you're more likely to have animals and things like that. So. Bye-bye, little buddy. Hope you ninjas enjoyed. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Woo!